Hello, hello. This is the NA-Purist, and this is the NA-Purist Radio Network. Courage to change, courage to change. The 2007 Men's Retreat in Whidbey Island, Washington. Drinking from the coveted cup of recovery. The NA-Purist here on the NA-Purist Radio Network. A little sneeze there. You know, that's just to show you that, this network is real. This network is live. This network, you get all the blurps and bleeps and pops and hisses of the true radio network of the NA-Purist. You know, I was watching a couple of my my old videos. You know, the NA-Purist archives, out of the archives there. You know, a lot of people may have some misconceptions about the NA-Purist, about, what his motives are, on broadcasting and using people's, sometimes, their first name and their first initial, sometimes actually their last name too. If they were people that actually on the outside of Narcotics Anonymous, they served the NA-Purist with some type of restraining order or called the NA-Purist's house home. See, the thing is I'm a person, and I've always been a person in Narcotics Anonymous, that I don't sit there and bring Narcotics Anonymous, into the other part, or I would say it, the other half of people's lives, where I'm intruding on their significant other, or, berating their family with Narcotics Anonymous literature or Narcotics Anonymous paraphernalia or the words of Narcotics Anonymous. I'm very open about my own membership in Narcotics Anonymous. I believe in NA, and I'm not ashamed of that. And if people aren't going to associate with me, if people aren't going to hire me for jobs because I am a member of NA, then actually I don't even want to work there. I don't even want to associate with those type of people. I'm very open about the things that have happened in my life. I'm very open about the things that have happened in my recovery. I'm not ashamed of anything that I have done. I have never used Narcotics Anonymous as a dating program. The NA-Purist never met anyone in a meeting and then dated them. That never happened with the NA-Purist. That did not happen. That being said, I just want to reiterate here that, I'm not against people, people doing that. I'm not against people, making those mistakes. It's when people, how would I say it, abuse the privilege. It's when people, they find someone, they date someone, they get married in Narcotics Anonymous to another NA member, then that marriage, for whatever reason, crashes and burns, and then they proceed to go to NA again, find another person, date them, and then marry them. That's abuse. That's where you're just using NA as your social dating club, eHarmony, again and again and again. NA was not founded and not meant as some type of dating program. NA was not founded by, the creator of the eHarmony network on the World Wide Web. NA was created by a guy named Jimmy K. Jimmy K never envisioned Narcotics Anonymous to be a great big sex farm where people were just shagging each other and dating each other. I know so many people that have dated and married in the NA program, that friends of friends and sponsors and sponsees and stuff like that, they're all the same. The friend of my first sponsor ended up dating and marrying someone in a just like my sponsor did. So it's rampant, is what it is, because these other people see people in the rooms doing it, and then they do it themselves. It's called monkey see, monkey do. Yeah, well, it's wrong. The deal is when those two addicts get together, procreating, having a child, having a small child, that, yes, grows up in and around the program, but also guess what? Most likely that child, even though their two parents are in the program and in recovery, guess what? That child becomes an addict themselves, because they have the DNA of one addict on one side and the DNA of another addict on the other side put together into their DNA. Then what are they? Their DNA has the disease of addiction from birth. From birth. The NA-Purist is against the whole dating and social network that NA has become. NA has become, it's all about the events. It's all about, the Thanksgiving dinner for, people that don't associate with their family and have been cast out. It's all about, I hooked up with this girl, and then I boast about it to my friends in and out of meetings. See, if these so-called big mamas, big papas, monarchs, grandstanders of NA were so proud of what they were doing and so proud of the image that they give of Narcotics Anonymous, why do they oppose the NA-Purists for just, all I'm doing is turning the camera, and just focusing on them and saying, this is the picture that we have of NA. This is the image that is sent out to the public. And you know what the NA-Purists say? This is wrong. This is not what recovery is about. It's not about going to the meetings and seeing how many different people you can hook up with. That's acting out on old behavior. That's showing your true colors of what you really are. You're just abstinent, but you're still doing the same activities that you used to do when you used to sell your cooch on the street. The Becky J's. With the 8 years clean in Shoreline, Washington. Yeah, okay. You're just acting out on that old behavior. And yes, there are old-timers that condone that type of activity, because that's what they did. That's how their program was early on, to take people hostage in a relationship. No matter if it put their recovery or their chance at some recovery in jeopardy. It's the NA-Purist, and I keep broadcasting on the NA-Purist radio network and telling the truth about real recovery that you can get. And it isn't in another person's pants. Thank you.